Alrighty. We're good to go to play, but to play that means we gotta warm up some here. So we do have our role play warm up. Does your character have a secret spot they liked or would like to retreat to? If so, why that spot?
Did I go?
Yeah.
Great. Um, oh, sorry. Okay. Nope. Um, if asked about a secret spot, B would scoff and mutter that she's never had any secrets. Um, however, when she was young and happy,
Oh no.
Oh no, we lost Lexi.
The anticipation might be the death of me. I have to know what she was like when she was young and happy.
I'll jump in while Lexi figures that out. Um, Shork's most quiet and secret spot was his personal workspace at the component processing shop, where he worked as part of his education program. There, he quietly toiled away in peace between assisting customers, um, and he was actually processing the raw ingredients into magical components. He didn't have much personal space to call his own due to him living in a communal boarding facility at his academy. So he held this space close to his heart. At the shop, he was tucked in next to the counter. We had privacy and was content to spend hours studying when there was no work to be done. It did feel remarkably plain to him, just like his superior Boris, but breaking the mold and going on this solo adventure to the Underdark has led Shork to unexpected circumstances. And since falling ill, especially, and then being captured, the safety of his quiet corner seems far more appealing.
I could go next.
Go for it.
All right. When Vesper was at the Scriptorium Mortalis, she liked to take a book from one of the monastery's extensive libraries and head to one of the training rooms after hours and find a quiet corner to curl up and read. It wasn't exactly a secret, as it was accessible to all monks and initiates, but that's why she chose it. She spent so much time there during the day that no one ever thought she'd spend her free time there too, so she was hidden in plain sight.
You can go next. Oh, sorry. Also didn't have the camera on. I can go next. Sneak's favorite place to hide is honestly just anywhere out on the trail by himself. When he's by himself, his mistakes aren't noticed, and he's able to relax and not feel like he's going to screw something up at any moment. Um, and he's just able to be by himself and be peaceful. So when he needs to get away, he typically just runs into the darkest forest or sometimes cave, which sometimes doesn't work out the way you want it to.
I'll go next. Uh, Gareth spent most of his youth constantly on the move, being in his free company of mercenaries. It wasn't until his 40s that he settled down and finally put down roots when he joined the Abbey of Ogma. Uh, and it was there, much like Vesper, that Gareth found his true kind of safe space in a library, in a tucked away corner where few people went. with old scrolls giving off that smell of decaying paper, uh, where he would tuck away and read about particularly the gnomish gods that he was becoming and more interested in. Uh, and yeah, that was his safe space.
Lexi, since you're back, would you like to pick up where you we lost you? Where
my gosh.
Fee was
Yeah.
young and
Where
happy?
was she? Oh, she's young and happy. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Um, okay, yeah. Fee remembers when she was young and happy in her family's home. She and her sister would run around and play games in the woods, and her sister's favorite game was Knights and Dragons. And somehow Fee was always the villain. She was always the dragon, and Rain would chase Fee around everywhere. Um, and on a bright summer's day, Fee climbed into a tree to avoid her pesky sister. And for a few blessed moments, she was hidden from view. And so that tree nook was a special spot for all of like 5 minutes. Um, Eventually, her sister found the spot, so it was no longer a secret. Um, but it was a secret between the two of them. So she felt safe there for a brief amount of time.
Right, that leaves one response left.
Uh, I guess. It wouldn't exactly be a secret spot. His spot was probably just a little kind of lake area in Ariella's Grove, his boss's domain, where he and his best friend Hugo would trade off to kind of relax, smoke, kind of chill out, chill out by the lake and kind of enjoy nature away from all the things they had to deal with. But it was also the location of their dueling ground where they would duel once a week. And I did a calculation, so they were dueling for 40 years. Uh, Bruce has lost 2,053 times, and he's only beaten Hugo 27 times. But it's a place where he's and at that point, like any place that like kind of with like water, kind of trees, relaxing. But it's a special place for him to get away from everything.
Amazing. All right. Who wants to do tonight's recap? Who wants that point of fate?
I did
Oh,
take lots of notes, but no, Brent, you were talking first.
okay. If no one else cares to, I can do it.
Go for it.
All right. So the party has all been captured by Drow, and they're being held in a prison camp settlement set into the cliffs with stalactites descending around the area. The camp is overseen by a cruel priestess, Mistress Ilvara, who has a group of Drow warriors assisting in prisoner management. There's other prisoners being held. Three deep gnomes. There's an orc, a drow who might be a murderer, the mushroom creature named Stool, a dwarf woman named Eldeth, Kuatoa named Shushar, a Quaggoth who claims to be an elven prince in a cursed form, and a Darrow named Bupido. Um, Prison life is mostly waiting and working. The group manages to scavenge and stow away a few items as they move about, most notably a shiv and a metal rod and some miscellaneous gems and coins. Bruce attempts to defuse the situation between Eldeth and Ront, but the Drow take Ront away and he does not return, maybe the first casualty. The prisoners all continue their assigned work duties, even Shork, who's dealing with a lingering illness. After a number of conversations between the party and the other prisoners, mostly getting comfortable with their circumstantial companions, the scarred bodyguard of Mistress Ilvara, whose name is Jorlin, he comes and offers a way of escape in a crudely drawn map. Everyone agrees and makes ready for the impending opportunity for escape. Soon, a scorpion delivers a key, just as uh, a buzzing demon incursion descends on the camp. The party escapes their confinement and makes towards the armory shown on the map, just barely avoiding disaster as some nearly fall due to a crashing stalactite. The party gears up to the best of their ability in the armory and recover some of their confiscated personal items before making their way down spider webs that provide a route down the cliffs. They decide to make their way south towards a city of great opportunities, per Bupito's suggestion. As they proceed, an injured demonic vulture like creature crashes into their path and attacks. The party manage to fell the beast, but not before Fee is struck unconscious. Gareth stabilizes her, and Darendil carries her as we make our escape. In the final moments, Priestess Ilvara shouts from above that we are escaping, and we move into the tunnel.
Beautiful. You have a point of fate. And just as a reminder, a point of fate is at any point during the session, you can decide, and this doesn't have to be for your roll, it can be for any d20 roll, to change it from a success to a failure, or from a failure to a success.
Excellent.
Then let us come to the tunnels. You've been running from the attack, and it seems that the drow are aware of your escape. They may come after you, that is yet to be seen. But for a moment, you have some time to catch your breath. You are heading south, a city of opportunity. So, in this moment, there is again a brief respite. Fee, I want you to roll for me a d4. Fee is still unconscious. Stabilized, but unconscious.
Bupito, are we going the right way? Do you know how far away this city is?
Obviously, we're going the right way. We are about perhaps a little less than 3 rides.
I don't know how a ride is measured.
10 days.
Got it.
I think Sneak's gonna walk over to Fee and be like, "What about her? How do we wake her up? She's gonna be awfully hard to carry."
Prince Darendel, who's carrying Fee right now, she seems fine enough. I'm not having terribly much issue.
Man, it's gotta be nice to be big.
It's strange. I've grown somewhat accustomed to this size, but it is not, again, my true form, which I yearn to return to.
How long have you been this way, Prince?
Must be quite some time. I'm struggling to remember exactly how long, but definitely a while. Perhaps a few months. maybe longer.
And do you know how you would break the curse that put you in this form?
No, no, I'm not blessed with that knowledge. I hope to find it someday. Perhaps it lies in defeating the wizard Taristor.
Has anyone noticed anything from the direction of the prison camp?
I'll take a listen.
Yeah,
Direction
I'll
program.
do the same. Do we hear any like sounds of pursuit?
Roll me perception rolls. Right now, no. If they are pursuing, they're doing so quietly.
Don't hear anybody. We probably should keep moving deeper. I don't know. Maybe we'll find some plants or something we can use to wake Fee up. I feel like she doesn't want to sleep through the whole adventure.
I like your spirit calling this an adventure.
Well, it's better than thinking of it as a one-way trip to death, which is where we were. So this is an upgrade.
No argument here.
If we're to travel for 10 odd days, we're going to need supplies.
Oh. Oh, it's more than 10 days.
30.
If we're going to be traveling for an extended period, we're going to need supplies.
Hey, Jim Jar, how do you
I
get
did-
food down here?
Yeah.
How do you get food down here? Well, there's fungus. Fungus, you can just eat it. If it's good to eat, that is. Um, but there's merchants that come through every so often, so, we can just keep an eye out.
Well, we don't have any money, so unless we're gonna
You-
rob them,
Yeah, you don't.
which
Yeah, just a quick here and there, a talk, distraction. It's fine.
I don't suppose we're likely to run into any kind of fauna down here that are huntable, edible.
I mean, you could definitely eat the things down here, but that, means you gotta kill them. And things down here want to kill you too.
so fungus.
Fungus.
Did we happen to break out before or after lunch?
I will say that you have had at least enough food and water to last you the rest of this day.
We should probably at least see if we can find some fungus now. I know we're maybe not super hungry right now, but I think it's gonna sneak up on us if we don't try to find some. Can I like look around to see if I see any edible fungus?
Uh, we will go ahead. We'll make a survival roll. But we will. There's so much fungus here, and it's perfectly bite-sized. Um,
Guys, look at this bounty.
uh,
Does anybody know what any of this shit is before I eat this?
I'll try one.
all right.
Probably a big
I will
plastic.
say for this, you can roll for someone catching what Sneak is about to put into his mouth. I will let people roll either survival or nature, their choice.
We're all getting poisoned.
Is this nature or survival?
Nature or survival, your choice.
Super.
And then no roll for Fee because she is unconscious. Everyone that's not Sneak can tell that this is a poisonous mushroom.
Um, I'm not sure that one's food.
You may transition if you eat that.
What? Like to be big? Like the prince?
No, to be dead.
Oh, I don't want that. And I'll just dump him on the ground.
Any large scale foraging we will be able to cover in our travel, which why don't we decide tonight? Let's not go after my green street buds. Alright. So, travel. Hey Fee, why don't you roll me a d4? Um, you can choose. Fee's still unconscious.
He's sleepy.
Literally, you have 3 numbers that will wake you up. Uh, um, but yeah, so you still have some time here in the day where you can make some movement to put some distance between you and Velkenvelv, uh, and perhaps you and any pursuing drow. So, uh, let's decide what pace you want to move at. Do you want to move at slow, medium, or fast?
I think my vote would be for a medium pace if we don't know of any danger behind us. Immediate.
Nick agrees.
We do have some
Yeah.
wounded among us. Perhaps medium would be wise.
Look at it. Should go fast, but medium is good. Gotta get out of here.
Perhaps we could start fast to get some distance.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, medium is good.
Now, just to remind people, uh, not that it will matter too much for you today because you have had enough food to support your rations, but fast pace cannot forage at all. Only forage during a medium, slow pace. Uh, just for future reference. Um, so, yeah, you set out and it has been a bit of a day, so you don't travel terribly long, but it is again just some more efforts to lengthen your distance of freedom, whatever awaited you back in Belkabelf. So, luckily, there's nothing to sort of disturb your travels, uh, which means that you can find camp. Um, I would like for firstly Fee to roll me a d4. Unfortunately, Fee is still unconscious. Um, and then did we decide that we were doing the fast and then transitioning to medium, or did we want to do medium?
We just do medium.
All
Yeah.
right,
I was suggesting fast, but I'm not opposed to medium.
beautiful. Then go ahead, everybody, make for me a survival roll to see uh, how your camp. Um, okay. Going off our highest roll of 21, you all find a pretty uh, decent camp. It seems to be defendable as it's hidden by a portion of a stalagmite, and so it's not easily seen from different angles. Um, so yeah, you guys can start setting up camp. And I'd say at this point there's been enough time that Fee just wakes up naturally.
I was kind of hoping to go for the 4 time trying.
Do you want to just try it?
Kinda, could I?
Yeah, roll to see what would have happened.
Let's go 1. Ah, no.
Oh look, you wake up.
Just in time
Great.
to sleep.
Fee's very. When she wakes up, she like tries to attack whoever's without like fully coming.
That would be Darendelle, who's like trying to sit you down. Um.
Yeah, no, she pulls out a blade from nowhere. It's like, what?
You hear a shriek that is almost animalistic as the prince sort of like jumps back.
Um, terribly sorry. What
Uh,
happens?
you were felled in combat, and unable to walk. I thought it best to carry you for quick travelings.
You carried me?
But yes, we weren't going to leave you.
Oh, okay. Good. Thanks. She like goes like disengage, walks away.
I understand. Like he turns over to Sneak. Understand that it is, more commonly polite to ask before such a thing, but she was unconscious.
Okay, buddy. She's just a little touchy.
Okay. I want to be a good steward for my people.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to survive now. Wait, which people? Big people or elvish people?
Well, my kingdom is not just elves. I am, of course, an elf of my own nature, but I have all sorts of different types under the banner of my kingdom. So, this would be our normal area of bookkeeping, but since it wasn't a full travel, we won't worry too much about our bookkeeping in this particular camp session. However, we do have our campfire scenes as you guys begin to wind down. These are downtime activities, conversations to be had. You have received prompts, but you do not need to use them if you have other things on mind. And your campfire questions need not be between PCs only. You can talk to NPCs as well. So I do recommend that you learn a little bit about each other's characters. And it can be more than one person. You don't have to, like, you can ask this to the group too.
I think Sneak would sidle up next to Caitlin, and Vesper rather, and be so transitioning. What's that like? Because I thought we just got croaking. I just thought like you were alive and you were meat. Is that the transition?
Yes, it is my job to observe and document transitions in my ledger. But
You could
it
write.
is, I can write, yes, and I can read also.
So what do you do when you write about the transitions?
It follows a special format in this book, and she motions to the ledger that's affixed to a belt uh, in her monk's robes. And then I speak a little prayer, and the information gets sent to my goddess. She uh, she has dominion over the souls once they've transitioned. Once a person has died.
I hope I'm not in your book anytime soon.
I hope I don't have to write any of your names in my book.
If you do though, my name is spelled just like it sounds. Sneek. E-K? Two E's. Only two, not three.
I will make sure to remember and write it correctly in such an event.
Then I think Sneak just kind of sits there contemplating. Huh? She can read, write, and writes down when people die. That's cool.
Knows how to spell too.
I mean, just right off the bat, knew exactly how to spell it.
Gareth will sidle over to the Dragonborn. First, inquire. I know you were unwell earlier. How are you faring?
I think the magic you bestowed on me helped me get out of there. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm not feeling any worse, and I was able to keep up with the group all right. It was very kind of you to do.
Well, it's the least I could do. I'm always happy to share what meager gifts I possess.
Have you healed many people?
Well, I have made something of a life of it in, well, a previous life, I suppose you could say. I was once a man of war, I think you would say. My specialty, I'm pleased to say, was on the side of mending.
Very thankful to have you along then. While I don't feel worse, I still feel the ailment in my chest.
Let me ask you, Shork, is it?
That's right.
Shork, you Dragonborn, I have not studied your people all too well. Do you fear death, Shork?
I think I would fear the loss of potential of what I could have done if I had expired in that camp.
An idealist, I see. What is your potential, do you think, Shork?
I don't know. In Waterdeep, I had just began my studies of magic. The possibilities could be endless.
Well, I think that a ready and willing mind should never lack for potential. I think that's a wonderful thing.
Looking around here, I'm not sure what potential I could even achieve. That's why I need to get out of here.
I suspect we'll all find some opportunities to learn more about ourselves in the coming days. But I'm glad you're with us.
Thank you. We'll somehow make the most of it and figure out what that potential is going to amount to. He's holding back some coughs actively, clearly.
Gareth gently pats him on the back.
Oh.
Shork allows it.
Yeah.
I got two people I kind of want to talk to, but I see that Gareth has already gone the Shork, so I will kind of look over and I'll see that Fee basically like attacked there and then,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
kind of walk over to Fee kind of slowly, and I'm like, "Hey, easy there, killer. Easy. How you feeling?"
Yeah, I'll put away the dagger and you don't know what
He's
it
gonna,
is. I'm feeling confused. I didn't attack my savior. I'm not used to people saving me or others. Yeah.
you're,
Thanks.
nah, you're good. It takes great courage to just run into a giant beast like that, but I kind of look down at you. I mean, how tall is Fee?
Like 5'4".
Gotcha. Because Bruce is 6'4", so he's just
Yeah,
looking.
yeah.
He's like, "You're too young to be throwing your like in the danger like that." I respect the courage, but don't confuse courage with recklessness. It's I mean, you're too young to be throwing your life away like that.
Uh, yeah. I guess I didn't see it as that dangerous. I saw a problem and I walked into it. Though I could have taken a hit better. That
I mean, trust me, we all the kids say we all get knocked out. It happens to all of us.
yeah, I was pretty sure that I was gonna wake up in chains again. So I'm glad
Not
that didn't happen.
not with us around.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, just making sure that you're all good. Is did Faye
Well,
did she regain her hit points from like the attack,
yeah,
or
question. How do
yeah,
You are at
or
one
she's still kind of
HP.
Gotcha.
Well,
What was the attack that took her down? Like, was it the beak or like? I would like the
Uh,
cure wounds there.
I think it was a slash. One of the claws on the wing.
I love having 1 HP. Oh,
I'm just gonna do a quick little cure wounds on you just before we long rest, just in case something does happen right now, unless you don't want it.
hmm.
Like, I'm offering. I saw how you just immediately slashed it there. So
It is a
like,
touch spell. Like,
yeah, I'm like, hey, yeah, like you're looking rough, but
She would look visibly uncomfortable, not because of the possibility of touch, but just because the whole like someone helping her is very unknown. She like kind of like put her hand out, not sure what this means.
well, if she's not gonna like, I'm just gonna start like I'm gonna pull off like a piece of moss from my cape and just kind of. I'm assuming you got like a cut or something, and kind of put.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the moss on the cut, and
yeah.
that's how I cast cure wounds, and like the moss starts like stitching her like together.
Oh.
Sick.
But
I love it.
and then so it's like the roots of the moss kind of like weave you back, and eventually they'll just fall off. But I'd be like,
That's
at least
fair.
I could, like I said, better to. You looked a little rough.
I've looked
But
worse. Trust me.
oh, trust me. But yeah. But
Uh, well, I don't often have gratitude towards others.
I respect the, like I said, I respect the courage and the bravery, but just trying to be careful. As he like, I kind of like do like a salute and like walk away, kind of. Yeah.
I'll do my best. I don't want to worry you guys by my actions because it did save me. I feel kind of do my best. Do I get heals?
Yeah, you want to
Okay,
roll that cure wounds?
Just trying to see if it rolled. So I click the cast or the. Oh, there it is. Okay.
There we
I see
go.
it. Nice.
So you gain 12
Gotcha.
HP. Yes.
How?
There it is.
Question. Would the moss on Bruce's cloak be like phosphorescent moss, or is it more
No, that's probably just like regular form spots.
regular moss? Okay.
Yeah. Probably just regular. Yeah.
Nice. Wait. As the finishing of the cure wounds happens, Fee would kind of go. You are a druid, right?
I am
Oh,
not a great one,
I-
but
I've known a few druids, and they've typically. Good. I'm glad to know a druid here. That brings me some comfort.
well, I'm always around if you need me. And then like.
Faye, are there any actual phosphorescent moss around? Yeah.
Roll me a D100.
Oh goodness. How about mistletoe?
No.
Ooh, 96. Good.
Makes that good. We'll find out. There is not any in this particular area.
Bummer.
Any other conversations with any other PCs or NPCs or any activities you'd like to do in your campfire scene?
Shork's gonna cautiously approach Saris. Why did you grab me? Back there.
Hey, I recognized you from somewhere. Or recognized something in you, but I was mistaken.
Right. Mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, it was a little jarring, especially in the moment. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that again.
I'm sure you would appreciate
Oh yeah, we're just gonna like turn on a dime and get out of there.
that. As always, Stool is on the entirely opposite side of camp to wherever Sereth is. Just sort of sat on the ground, legs splooted out. Topsy and Turvy are uh, next to each other, somewhat away from everybody else, like in the middle of the camp, but not close to anybody except for themselves.
Here wants to approach Topsy and Turvy.
Yeah, go right ahead.
He'll walk up, doing his best to approach from an angle clearly visible to them so they can see him coming. And he will, from not not quite super close, but kind of from a bit of a middle distance, ask them in Gnomish if they would be comfortable speaking to him. He's addressing Topsy more than Turvy.
You can see where Topsy looks to her brother, and in the way that close siblings can, there's a sort of a silent communication between the two of them, and Topsy will turn back to you, and she replies, in Gnomish, it depends on what you want to talk about.
Well, I find myself swept off in a land I know very little about. Thought perhaps you could enlighten me on a few things.
Try. What's your
Where do
question?
you where do you come from? Is there a city of the deep gnomes in the region?
They're kind of all over the place. We we grew up in just a hovel, barely more than a village.
And have you ever met anyone here before?
No.
Well, that puts me in the same boat, certainly. Do you have any notion of this land of opportunity to which we are being led?
I don't think so. No. We we've never been this far south.
I see. Have you ever been to the surface?
No. Why would we go there?
Well, perhaps curiosity could lead you afar.
Not really. Not really the curious type. I just want to find our place.
Well, in the coming days, I just want you to know that if you need any help, I hope you can rely on me.
Give me a persuasion. Topsy nods. I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you for your time.
Vesper would want to walk up to Fee sometime she notices she is no longer talking to Bruce. And she'll
Yeah, they would be
say,
sitting there. Oh, go ahead.
"Oh no, finish."
They would just be kind of sitting there and staring at nothing. Kind of not necessarily aware of all the things going around. So yeah.
The Vesper will walk up and just kind of awkwardly hover there without really announcing her presence and just say, "I'm glad to see you're doing better. I just wanted to say thank you for helping me when I nearly fell from the bridge."
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome.
Vesper will continue on her way.
When Vesper starts to walk away, Fee will kind of continue, kind of to herself, but kind of to Vesper, and say, I knew someone whom you reminded me of once, and I lost that person. I didn't want that to happen again."
Vesper pauses and looks over her shoulder at you when you say that, and she just nods and then, not in a pleasant way, like an understanding way, not a dismissive way. And then she'll just go about whatever she was doing.
Was Sneak near enough to hear that interaction?
Sure.
When Vesper gets back, be like, "Hey, do you think her friend's in your book?"
I find that the possibilities of that being the case very low. I have 3 entries in my ledger currently. I am new to being in the field, you could say.
Oh, that's cool. I'm new at
Darren,
scouting.
Darendelle nearby. But there are no fields here. We're in a cave.
Sorry, that's industry jargon. I'm new to being out in the world, doing the observations and the documenting of
Oh, I see.
transitions. Yes.
You know, my kingdom has fields. Plenty of them. They are beautiful. They flower in the springtime.
It is wonderful.
Kingdom have food.
Oh, yes.
It's good. I think we're gonna need it.
We must find a way back to my kingdom first. But once we are there, I'll have my chefs show you all the delights that I used to dine upon. So long as, they haven't been divested through whatever terrorist war has done.
At some point, maybe when people are kind of asleep or something, less people walking around, Fee would go up to them and kind of like awkwardly, um, kind of hold her hands. Um, thanks for carrying me. Sorry for attacking. I thought you might be a drow.
I understand the confusion upon your waking. And I do wish to offer my own apologies for such ungentlemanly behaviors, though it was a desperate measure, one might say. It,
No, that's not my. I would nope. Thank you for saving me. I've been carried by stranger things. Um, yeah, I'm not used to this. Yeah, and just kind of interact. Mm.
Darendelle does not know how to respond to your awkwardness, and so he doesn't. Uh,
It's towards like the end, like when like V was looking at Darendelle, I'm gonna walk over to Gareth, trying to wrap my arm around his shoulder, kind of all chummy like, and my man Gareth.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I've noticed that both me and you are of the mending types. When I saw you help Shork out earlier.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think you may have healed our friend,
Yes,
D, is it?
yes. Um, I just want you to promise me something. Because I've also noticed that both me and you are a little bit of the wise and ages in this group.
Hard to hide.
Yeah. If it ever comes down to you have to make a choice, always pick them over me.
I understand, and
I'm sure you
I
have
would
the
only
same.
ask. I would only ask the same.
Yeah. Like I will deck you if I realize that one of them died and you saved me instead, because I've already stared death way too many times to get away this lucky.
I know what you mean. In some ways, I don't even fear it anymore.
I've already accepted it at this point too. You guys just hear both Gareth and then Bruce probably just laughing like lunatics. But I'm glad we have a similar understanding then. I'm glad we could.
I
But
think we'll be able to render the best services we can for these people.
yeah.
See if this wisdom counts for anything.
Well, we've been alive this long, right? We've made it
Okay.
this far. Maybe one more decade in me, but who knows? Who's to say?
Let's hope.
Yeah, but I guess it looks like everyone seems to be turning in. We don't want to keep up too much
Yeah.
of a ruckus out here. We'll get back to the camp.
Get back.
Speaking of turning in, you will all be taking watches, but I do just want to ask if you had a particular order that you would like if someone requests to be first or last.
Go last. Morning watch. Early riser.
Shork would be happy to sleep first, or potentially take the first watch. Trying to get uninterrupted sleep to keep mending.
Okay, so it
I
sounds like
don't.
first and last have been claimed.
I
Go
already
half
made it.
middle. Wherever.
I'm happy to also go
Garrett's
first.
gonna
I'm
have to get
feeling
up to
pretty
pee anyways.
good.
I wake up every 4 hours. Yeah, not again. God damn it.
The silver fox is always on second watch.
I can't get that.
It's not fair.
All right. Caitlin, what were you saying about watch?
I was happy to go first. I'm feeling pretty good, so I can join whomever is on first.
Well, for simplicity of my mechanics, I'm gonna have you placed on second, just so that way I can just roll a d6 in case anything happens of who's awake. All right. So, conversations die out, and the quiet of the Underdark settles in. Rest comes to all of you. And some of that means sleep, others mean for retracing memories. But it is going to be sneak. Not quite the end of sleep period is when you've taken watch. And what's your passive perception?
It is 14.
You see something that you don't think you should be seeing. Uh, it almost looks like a soft pre-dawn glow.
Does it look like it's getting brighter?
It does look like it's getting brighter.
We'll quickly rouse everyone and say, "Hey, I think something's coming," and then find a place to hide.
uh, okay.
Does it look like torchlight is coming towards us?
Not quite torchlight, no. What you see is A as it gets closer and you can kind of peer around the stalagmite that hides the sort of entrance to your camp, uh, the glow that you see is coming from a swarm of giant fire beetles.
Are they friendly?
Define giant.
Uh,
Find fire.
And swarm. Might as well.
I am
I mean, you may as well grab beetles while you're at it.
glad
they
you guys
edible?
are
Like-
asking these questions.
Are they friendly? Actually, that's not important. Never.
Alright. These are small,
them as a
not
pet?
medium, but hold on. Next.
Oh, hi. That means they're sneak sized.
Oh.
Friendly. Friend size. Oh,
That's a lot of fire.
It's just a swarm of giant fire beetles.
yeah.
And they're just sort of they're on the ground and they're just sort of like crawling. They're not like buzzing in the air. Which is why it kind of for a moment reminded you of that sort of pre-dawn light coming up over the horizon.
Was I able to find something and hide?
Uh what was your stealth roll?
Ooh, that would help if I made one.
Oh
11.
wow.
You definitely feel hidden as you stand.
I'm really good at my job, guys.
Yeah.
Are you behind Darindel?
Anyone who has a perception of 11 or higher sees where Sneak is behind Darindil.
I'm just hiding behind one of his legs.
I have no idea where he is. Where did he go? Snake, what are you? Are they like approaching us? The beetles?
Yeah.
Yes and no. They just seem to be getting closer to the camp. You can't tell if they are aware of your location or not at this moment.
Are they historically aggressive? Oh wait, I guess we would.
You can
Yo, local.
Yeah, can I make a? Is there a check we can do to?
yeah, I'd say roll a nature check.
Get in on that.
Sure.
Friends.
Oh, so close. Did... no, I don't.
So they are for what Bruce and Vesper would know of, just sort of offhand. They don't. You've never heard warnings of these beetles being particularly aggressive, so you probably don't have to worry about them starting anything. Though you do know that should you get into a battle, they are, you know, they're not a trivial adversary. They're still just a bug. They squish easily, but if they get a hold of you, it's not the prettiest of pictures.
Got numbers on their side, guys.
Let's not piss them off.
Perhaps
Okay.
they'll pass.
Just also like random question. Are insects technically beasts?
Yes.
Like monster
Uh,
beasts? That's okay. Do we want to try to talk to them?
Kinda. We don't have long rests, right?
Not yet. Your long rest is not completed yet.
Yeah. Go for it. I believe in you. I say to Bruce.
I don't know if it's. I might not be able to because I think I'm allowed to cast it for free, or I have it always prepared. I think speak with animals.
Let me read that real quick.
I think
If
I
I
can
can,
cast it as a ritual, but I'll
does
just
does
use
Gareth knows that he's about to talk to the animals?
I would
Can
have told you guys.
can
Yeah.
Gareth pat Bruce on the back and give him a little guidance?
If it's a ritual, I probably won't do it though, because that'll
Yeah.
take 10 minutes. And
You can always, because it's always prepared, if you have the spell slot available, you can utilize it.
okay, so I do have. I mean, I'll burn the slot to do it.
All right, then yeah, you can get some guidance there.
I can now speak to animals for 10 minutes. Well, uh, before I do this, what do we need any info from these guys before I try to make a fool of myself?
Drow.
We just want to
Where the
communicate we're not a
drow
threat. Oh, where the
Yeah.
drow are. That's a good call.
Have you passed anyone else tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will probably just start walking to them and kind of like towards like kind of interject to where their like path is kind of deal, like where they're headed. I'll like kind of go to where I assume they're gonna meet up to me.
Yeah.
And, let's see. Oh, yeah, could Sneak ready his crossbow in case one of these things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, don't worry, guys, I got this. I got
Well, I believe in you. I'm right behind you.
I'm
so
just
far
also
behind.
aiming.
I will, I guess I'll just kind of walk up to one and go, "Hey there, what's going on?"
You don't smell like food.
No, no, I don't.
You
Where
got
are you guys
any
headed?
over there?
Nah, there's just a bunch of sticks and rocks.
That ain't food.
You guys looking for food right now?
Oh yeah, yeah. And you hear like all the others like also repeat, yeah.
Food.
Yeah.
Great. Would I be familiar with the like just kind of like rotten bark or something, or just kind of mush?
Hold on.
Or maybe even just the mushrooms. I assume. I mean, I'm already just assuming they probably eat
Yeah.
mushrooms. I just assume.
The fungus, other dead creatures.
I see. I see. Well, yeah, no, there's no fungus, no nothing over there. As I point to like where I came from and where everyone is. I'm like, nothing over there. You might want to head somewhere else. And I kind of. But you guys see any other travelers while scouting for food, scavenging?
Did we see anybody else? And they sort of like mutter amongst themselves.
I kind of do like pointy eaters to like indicate drow.
Um,
I do.
There was peoples like you, the stand on 2 feet kind of peoples, but they weren't standing on their feet. They were on lizards, and they kind of all like look back to each other, repeating it back before a consensus comes by that yes, it was a lizard. Um, but they were big, like as big as us.
And Are they large creatures or medium or
Uh,
just yeah? How
the
big are these
fire
beetles?
beetles are small, but you think that in this terminology of use, us refers to the entire group.
Gotcha. Oh, they like a collect. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, okay.
So
That's
this
that is
this
concerning.
yeah, this was a lizard that is as big as, their swarm.
Hmm, gotcha. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much all we need to know. Well, yeah. Good luck on your search for food, guys. I wish you guys the best. I wish I had some mushrooms to give you, but alas, I'm also hungry myself.
You can come with us for food.
Uh, I'm waiting on a few friends, so I'll let you guys do your trekking.
Okay. And you just
I
hear like a
guess.
bunch of different
I
okays
guess.
and they start walking off.
I'm just kind of waving at them as they, and then I'll when I know so that they're like not going to the group anymore, right?
Yeah, no, they pass by the stalagmite and just continue down the tunnel.
Gotcha. I will walk back to the group and I'll be like, anyone familiar with lizard riders? Because apparently, them bug folk saw some two-leg people, so I'm assuming the drow or anyone else that inhabits the Underdark, but riding lizards. So that is a little concerning.
Yeah.
But outside of that,
Never fought a mounted combatant. That might be interesting.
we could steal their lizards.
You could eat their
I've
lizards.
never ridden some.
He's honestly just trying to figure out how a full size person could get on him.
Oh, I
His
don't.
mind
Oh,
like big. And
I'm
then
like, it's lizard.
he's working it out. He's not stupid. Just naive and a little stupid.
I think it's reasonable to assume that they are searching for us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We could also lay an ambush for him too, but I don't think that's probably the best move. Maybe in the future, but right now we should probably stick to skulking in the shadows and trying to get away.
I suppose.
Perhaps once we've rested, we can hasten our pace.
Yeah.
Well, finishing out the night, as it does happen close to the end of the sleep cycle, snoozing, just sitting around and relaxing, you will all complete a long rest.
Yay. It automatically does. Faye, question.
Yes.
At what time would 24 hours pass from when we
I heard at what time had 24 hours passed
after we escape?
after you escape.
Or could you like when we are traveling, Faye will have to she will have to putting it.
What is this in response to a magic item or a spell?
Yeah.
Which thing are you looking at?
Yeah. Set it to.
Yeah, send it to me. Okay. I'll let you know in that. When that
Thank you.
would be going on. All right. Then you have the travel day ahead of you. What pace would you like to go at?
Remind me, did we forage enough stuff to have food for tomorrow?
You didn't
Oh yeah, we
forage.
didn't really.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we should probably stick to medium then to get
Medium it
supplies.
is.
Yeah,
All right.
Yep.
and then pick up the pace
Sounds
once we
good.
get a nice little bundle stash.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is fine. So, most of your day is going by fairly well, um, fairly quiet. It's as you are starting to get to the point of thinking about camp that something happens. And you, as Bupito is sort of kind of leading you here, he knows of this city. Um, you've come to uh, a sort of wretch in your plans. There is a gorge in the path that you are walking, and it's about really deep is how deep it is. Anyone who's got dark vision, the bottom of this gorge is beyond your dark vision. And so your options here are climb down, then climb up, who knows what's down at the bottom for you, or find a way around it.
Ground?
I'm not the best climber.
Yeah, I remember last time.
Nobody grabbed any rope, did they?
No, we didn't get it.
We should go around.
Eldith is kind of looking over the side and sort of knocks on the stone, and stone seems sturdy enough, but I mean, if you can't climb, you can't climb.
Question, Faye.
Yes.
Did we find any phosphorescent moss on our travels?
Roll for me a D100.
Oh no.
Nice.
Nice.
I feel like that should mean something.
You found all of the phosphorescent moss.
You know what? It wasn't the number that I had in mind, but I'll honor it because it's a fun number. Sure, you'll have some
Yay!
phosphorescent mods.
Awesome. Okay. Can I get down to her foot and grab one of the stones and cast light on it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm chucking it into the abyss.
Cool. So as you chuck it down the gorge, one, two, three. You watch as it falls and gets smaller. Make for me, I'd say, and this could be anyone who's watching the stone go over the side. Um, I'd say make for me a nature check.
Nice.
Short fee, Gareth. It's a long way down. That's what you got. Oh, Vesper and Sneak. Best of your understanding of how the world works, that's about 300 feet down.
That's really far. That's a whole lot of maze.
How tall are you? 3 feet? It's about 100
It's like
of you.
100. It's like the whole clan.
Oh well.
Stool sort of like the spores kind of open up and everyone nearby. Stool is like, we can try around.
That may be the only practical option.
So, you don't completely get around the gorge by the time that you've been walking all day. You're needing to rest. I'm gonna ask for the group to roll for me a survival roll.
Can we? Nice. Nice. Wow.
Alright. You are able to find another sort of. It's not so much hidden this time. There's no stalagmite in front of it. but it is sort of, you have to be right next to it to be able to see it the way that the jagged walls are. And it does have like a bit of a bottleneck situation where the entrance is more narrow, but it opens up into a sort of wide cavern. So, a fairly good camp space has been found. Is we go here. Now we get to do some bookkeeping today. Uh, Full day of travel. So, the person with the highest survival bonus, your best navigator, so to say, uh, can make a survival roll.
That
It's not
might
me.
be Fee.
What is Fee's bonus?
7 plus 7.
I've only got a 4.
Okay.
All right. Travel is doing good, from what you can tell, and from what Bopito is telling you guys. You guys are on track, and that is a day off of your travels. Doing good. Now everybody can make for me survival rolls, and these are at disadvantage.
Take it.
How do I give
Oh, no.
myself disadvantage?
So
it.
on the character sheet, that clickable box, if you right click
Mhm.
it, it will show you different options.
I would have had a natural 20 if not for disadvantage.
Damn, that's a lot of
Oh,
people who would have had nat 20s
Gareth
without
too.
disadvantage. Okay, cool. Alright, so the foraging this day was not great as you traveled. Not so much because of your capabilities, but just because of the sort of terrain that you are in. Your group has scavenged about enough food to fully feed all of you, or no, enough food to fully feed half of you, or for all of you to eat only half amount of your day's rations.
Split it.
Okay. Some food is better than no food. So, as you are able to sort of eat, um, what about your campfire? Well, actually, you know what? I'm looking at our time. We're going to take a real life break, and then we'll come back to our campfire sequence. And we'll see what goes from there. camp has been found. And now you have a few hours to yourselves. It can be spent doing tasks on your own. And of course, there are plenty of people to talk to here, amongst, of course, other player characters and plentiful NPCs.
Fee would go up to Bruce at some point, kind of casually. Um, and she's been kind of pensive all day. I say, Druid Ben, you ever been wrong about mistaken? Thought they were someone and they did something, and then you're like, huh, never mind.
I'm sorry, you kind of cut out the beginning. It was just you said if I was wrong about something, or sorry.
Yeah, have you ever been wrong about somebody? You had an assessment of who they were, and suddenly you weren't so sure anymore.
All the time.
No particular reason.
All the time.
Really?
I'm not a great judge of character, but but everyone deserves a chance, But you offer kindness, and a lot of times you get spit in the face. So, I mean, but it's always best to try to be kind first. But not everyone appreciates that kindness. Any reason you're asking, or have you been made any judgment calls like that, or?
No particular reason. None at all. I was wondering, you seem to know a lot.
Oh no, I might be a bad judge of character on you right there, Speed. Either way, I mean, what about other people? Are you judging anyone in the camp right now, or are you thinking that
Oh, I
someone's
don't
kind of
trust
sketchy?
Bubido.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
no.
he's any reason why, or
Uh,
I mean, hey, we could
why?
solve this right now, and I just yell, Bubido!
And he turns from where he was in conversation with Eldith and
No.
excuses himself there and sort of walks over. Yes, I was alerted.
Oh, just one question out of character. Because I do remember that he had that like bloodshot eye, kind of like that death look, like or the like he was about to let someone die or something. Is that
Um,
between a specific character, or would I have noticed that? Maybe.
He's just generally.
yeah,
He's got that kind of like
I think he's just
he's got that
off-putting.
look. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Just trying to okay. And I'm like, how you doing?
Well enough. Travel seems to be going well. As he looks over to Fee, who has been kind of helping him in the traveling scenario, uh, which means that we will be in Gracklestad soon, in a reasonable amount of time.
Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Because you keep talking about it's like your hometown, right? That's your home turf.
Yes, my people are dwellers of Gracklestad, or what the area is just outside of it.
Yeah, Fee was just telling me how excited she's about to look around the city.
I'm giving Bruce a look that Bubido could probably.
Well,
Yeah.
the city is not one for tourism. I'm
Oh,
sure you'll be able to make some efforts in the trade market. Perhaps not much else.
Well, we hope you'll take care of us when we get there. You know, we trust your judgment.
Oh, yes. I'll take care of you.
Can I insight check just for funsies?
Sure, roll an insight check.
I don't like how he said
No
that,
matter-
but
No matter what I roll, I don't. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a 7.
Alright. Bupito's hard to read, but, you know, so
Yeah.
far, so good, right?
Haven't.
Oh.
No evidence.
well, yeah, you I can't wait to get the Grunkle stuck. Yeah. Why are you any reason you're trying to get there? So it seems like you're like on a mission, almost super urgent.
I would like to return to my people. They are not
That's-
the best of standings within the city's hierarchy.
mm,
Is there? Who's? What's the hierarchy situation? It's like.
The
No.
king of the Dwergar and his warriors and any other Dwergar. And then us Darrow at the bottom. There is the Council of Savants. They are a farce. We're all dirt at the bottom of the boot. And then
I know
after
the feeling.
then after the Darrow comes surface dwellings.
Oh, good. I forgot why we were going there.
I
That's
just
the...
like looked down at him. Just gotta give like a.
But amongst my people, you will perhaps be better accompanied than the rest of the city.
Do most Dwergar live there? Or is it more of a dispersed?
Dwergar are a plentiful people. You can find them all throughout the Underdark. Gracklstag is a prolific trading metropolis.
Right. Okay.
Good enough,
Does news
good
travel
enough.
fast? Like, if we arrive, would everyone suddenly know that we were there?
Perhaps not all of the citizenry of the guard force, yes. There are invisible guards almost everywhere keeping watch on the city.
Jesus.
Good.
Huh?
Okay.
Seems a little intense. What you think, Lupita?
The Dwergar are intense, which is why I'm eager to return to my people.
Alright. Appreciate your insight on that matter.
Of
I gotta
course.
kind of like do it like a look like we're done here, you know, like that's it.
I am ever your servant, should you have need.
It's cool, man. You don't gotta be a servant. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Don't. We're all buddies here.
With that, he just leaves. He doesn't even go back to Eldith. He just walks off to another part of the camp.
I look at me, I'm like, no, yeah, that guy's a total weirdo. Guy's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should probably watch out for that guy.
Any other pressing interactions?
Gareth wants to talk to Vesper.
Ooh.
Gareth will approach and say to Vesper, always nice to meet another devotee of divinity.
Yes. Do I sense that you are also a scribe?
You have an excellent sense. Yes, I can't claim to be of any particular artistic skill in my studies, but I have certainly worked in a scriptorium. Might I ask exactly what god is it that you serve?
My goddess is the Raven Queen.
Does the Raven Queen have a name? Should Gareth know who the Raven Queen is?
Roll for me a religion check, Gareth.
Yes.
19. 19 is very good. You have heard of the Raven Queen before. Not the most prolific god or goddess. She is a deity that is of a lesser rank. Still very powerful, though. Um, in reference to her name, she is only known as the Raven Queen, and should the rumors of her existence be true, she had a name at one point when she was mortal before ascending to godhood. But no one's been able to tell if that is just some fairy tale that her devotees spin. That is history that is unconfirmed. So, the Raven Queen is a goddess of, I believe, two things. She is a goddess of death, of fate, and of winter is also within her profile. Her divine
I think I've perhaps read a story or two of the Raven Queen in my studies, but I must admit I've never had the opportunity to speak with someone who would know them so much better. I believe I've heard that they were a goddess of death in some respects. And in what way would you describe her as a death goddess?
Well, she seeks to preserve the sanctity of the transition between life and death. Um, she doesn't care much for undead or creatures that wish to prolong their life inevitably, uh,
Hmm.
seeking to avoid or evade death entirely. And she she watches over souls once they've departed the mortal realm.
A very important task. I have to say I've had the unenviable position of watching many souls make that trip, and it is of some comfort to know there are those to care for them on the other side.
Yes, I fear it is my life's purpose to witness those moments over and over again.
Do you seek it out?
Well, that's an interesting question. I do not wish for someone to undergo their transition ahead of their time, but I suppose I do seek it out in the sense that it is my duty to observe and document them, so that the Raven Queen knows which souls are are entering her domain.
A solemn duty it is. Should we ever leave this place? I don't know if it would be appropriate, but if you could ever show me any scrolls, lore of the Raven Queen, I would be most interested in reading them.
Yes, I'm happy to share information about my goddess. I usually carry pamphlets, but I'm fresh out.
Of course, we've all been unburdened.
That was a little joke. I don't actually carry pamphlets,
Oh, I see. I've met a few.
but still happy to share. Tell me, which deity is it that you serve?
I serve the god of knowledge. Ogma, he's known as. And as part of my devotion, it is my duty to seek out knowledge to bring back to our abbey that we can communicate to Ogma. Always is he desiring to learn new things and to determine the utility of the knowledge that we bring him.
Worthy endeavor. Knowledge is important.
It's a happy task, and most times. Gareth will sidle back over to where he came from, stroking uh, his chin.
It's at this point that
Shork would approach Mr. Sneak. Sneak, you seem quite the resourceful fellow. Very sure-footed.
Thanks. I sure do have 2 feet.
Right, you do. I'm trying to keep my presence as quiet as possible. This lingering cough is causing issues. Do you have any tips that I might be able to employ in staying more undetected as we continue our trek through here?
Absolutely. Step 1, find somebody bigger to hide behind.
Oh, okay.
Step 2, be super, super quiet. That's going to be tough with your cough.
Right.
Those mushrooms I found earlier, not the cure. I mean, I guess the scary lady said that you would transition. So then you would be really quiet, but you'd be in her book, and I don't think you want to be in her book.
Not today.
But those are the 2 big ones. Find somebody bigger to hide behind. Be really quiet.
Okay.
Those 2 things, I can help you more on your journey. Those are the basics.
That's helpful, I think. I appreciate it. If you think of anything else, though, please be sure to let me know.
You got it. Still
And
figured some of the stuff out, but I figured that out.
excellent. Shork's gonna spend time trying to stand near people just to see what his profile would look like behind them. I think the only person taller than him may be Bruce and Prince Darendil. So
And Sneak's just kind of like silently giving him like,
The only person that you could probably stand behind is going to be Prince Darendil.
noted.
yeah, he's my favorite to hide behind.
He is the biggest.
He's big. And I think he's really nice, but he's really big, and he seems like he'd block a lot of stuff if he had to.
Good to know. Thank you, Sneak.
It's at this point that Gareth and Fee hear something coming down the path that leads to the opening of your camp.
I'm going to look. Quiet.
Roll me a stealth roll to keep quiet.
Oh, but did you say you're going to look?
I kind of went like this, and then I went over, and then I pointed at me and myself.
Can
So
I?
kind
Can
Oh,
I?
yeah.
Yeah, if you want to.
Guidance. I want a guidance.
Now, guidance does have a verbal component.
Oh,
It's fine.
how far? How
Yes.
close are we to the?
You don't
Doorway?
know. I'd say
Uh,
about. I'd say that you're about maybe from the 15 feet from the opening, but you are in a stone cavern, so take the chances that you will.
Rule number 2.
You got this. I mean,
Alright. So,
no
Fee,
guidance.
with a 16, you're able to sneak up, and you do in fact get to the opening, and what you would see, firstly, are two giant lizards.
Oh. She curses very quietly.
And you would in fact see riders on these lizards.
It's like
I want you to roll for me an insight roll.
uh, 11.
Look, you were told that there were riders on lizards, and you're being chased by. You're potentially being chased by drow captives. So this does not seem good.
Are they drow on the lizards?
They are drow on the lizards.
I don't recognize them.
You've not seen them before.
Yeah, I'm like sneakily going back. It's the lizard. I could go and like kick Bruce, like gently, but like not gently, and like around.
All right. Sophie has warned you all of.
Behind the prince. Rule number 1.
So Sneak gets behind Prince Darendel, who is, after getting the update from Fee, kind of looking towards the opening. But you are all, of
Are they
course,
coming our way?
They were coming down the same hallway, but if you recall, the way that your opening is, you have to be like right next to it for you to be able to see it. So there's a chance that they will see this.
I want to be on the ready in case they come in.
Good we are.
Alright. Fee, as you stand at the ready, you would catch the moment that the front rider sort of maybe some preternatural instincts turns and notices the entrance and would notice you. And we'll try first a language that you may or may not understand.
I might know it.
I'm just gonna check real quick, you know?
There's a few listed, more
Yeah.
than one.
You do understand this, Fee.
Sweetness.
Let me see if anyone else understands this. I think you might be the only one. Outside of our NPCs, that is. Do, 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 do. This is correct. So you hear in Undercommon, Fee, uh, are you travelers or? Uh, sorry, we are merchants. We're not looking for a fight.
Insight check. Not that I don't.
Roll an insight check.
That's 11. Thing.
It's hard to say for sure. You don't see like the guard's armor on this first rider that you had seen back at Belkenveld, but you know, people can take armor off and people can lie. Um,
Uh-huh.
but you don't see any visible weapons on him. Um,
I'll kind of call over my shoulder and comment. They say they're merchants. Um, and to this fellow in Undercommon, I'll go, I don't trust that. How do we know you're actually just merchants of non-creatures?
my partner behind me has our cart. As you sort of like very conspicuously like look out, you do in fact see that there is like a. It's not. Lizards aren't the best at pulling carts, so it is not attached well, but there is a cart there.
Without like chains and stuff?
You do not see chains, you do not see cages, you just see a cart.
Okay. Might be friendly. Thing. Right. Uh-huh. You got food? I'm asking the merchant.
We do? Yes.
Ah, food.
Andy, is that
kind
you?
of. He will kind of lightly stop quite so aggressively, like standing, but still ready to attack or do something if needed.
Would we be welcome to bring our creatures and wares within?
I am not the person to ask. I'm kind of turning around to whoever is closest. They want to come in.
If they come in, they'll know our exact numbers.
They got food.
Sneak's remembering somebody said, "Well, we could just rob the merchants. We don't have any money."
We got two.
Fee,
Well,
you'd also have only seen two riders. Two lizards, two riders.
and that's it.
That's it. You didn't see anybody else.
There's only two of them. I'll say, like two pairs. You know.
Information can be as valuable as food.
I'll just go talk to you guys outside. They're a little nervous.
All right. Yeah. So, food. You willing? What trade can we do?
Have moss.
What kind of moss?
The best kind of moss. She's trying to remember anything she knows about bartering. It's the phosphorescent moss. Doesn't.
Could Sneak look around and see if he sees any of those mushrooms that are definitely not for eating?
Give me a D100 roll. You see mushrooms in this cavern. You don't know that they're the same mushrooms, though.
I'm gonna go collect some of those mushrooms anyway.
All right, you have mushrooms.
I don't know that I'm gonna go up to Fee yet and let the riders see me, but I'm just kind of like hanging around the corner in case it gets to bartering. I can bring out my bounty.
Oh, so you let us know that they're merchants, right?
Yeah. Merchant.
Um,
It's, I don't know.
I guess I do have a stone, so I have that muddy red stone. I'm gonna walk up to Fee
Ooh.
and like pull it out, kind of be like, "Well, how much?" I'll like ask Fee, like, ask him how much food we can get for this.
Yeah, I'm do my best.
Okay. He calls over to his partner. Hey, Faith, come look at this. And you see this other. This drow that comes up is not quite like the ones you've seen before. So far, the drow you've seen are very tall, very elven, and there are definitely elven features of the drow that comes up, but Taith, as you've heard him call, is also shorter, a little more stocky, and you can even see the starting of a sideburns and beard going on here. And Taith will take the stone and he looks it over and it's not great. There's potential. They're looking for food. We can probably trade 3 rations for it.
Nah, 5. Without any like.
Give me a persuasion roll.
No.
Vesper will also sidle up.
3 is already a bargain for this. Really, it's barely worth 2.
We might just take the 3.
Yeah.
But Vesper, you were sidling up?
Yep. Vesper sidles up and she reaches into the non-shiv holding boot and pulls out the cloudy gray gemstone. And she'll look at one of the drow, whichever one is closest, and be like, "Do you speak common?"
Taith, the shorter one, I don't speak it well, but I understand better than I speak. And
How many rations for this?
it's same quality, worth 2. We can do 3. Total of 6.
Might be good enough for now, right?
When else are we gonna run into some merchants to offload these gemstones?
Yeah, honestly.
I'll walk up. What about adding these mushrooms to our offer?
Uh,
These are super.
in Undercommon, the tall drow, oh, poor thing.
What are they?
I am poor. That's why I have mushrooms. I
He
need
said
to
that
be-
in Undercommon, so,
No
yeah.
clue.
Oh. Taith, the stockier of the 2 drow, uh, those are excellent finds. I could give you a blanket for them.
How about rope?
Like it,
Let me just check the prices of a blanket compared to rope. There's a reason why he offered a blanket.
No.
Could be a really short rope.
Perfect size.
I could give you 20 feet rope.
It's his mushrooms. Oh, okay, this thing. He
20
said
feet of rope and a blanket.
One
I
or
look
the other.
at the back of the party. Wait, I don't. Let's do the rope. I've never had a blanket. Rope seems useful.
Oh,
We just pile up for warmth. I don't need a blanket. I've got brothers and sisters in the clan. We just kind of make a big pile of people.
must be nice.
You could be in our pile. So
Aw.
I will give my bounty of mushrooms in exchange for 20 feet of rope.
Alright, you have now 20 feet of rope.
Nice.
I'm just now, based on that, I'm just now imagining that in the time of Sneak and Prince Darendelle, like, befriending each other, like, Sneak is, like, curled up on Darendelle in the night. Like, full cat situation kind of deal.
Aw.
It's very much just like a pile of dogs.
Yeah.
It's just a pile of dogs sleeping at night.
Yeah.
I think Prince Darendelle starts off like by himself, and then Sneak starts out next to him, and then like by the
Yeah.
an hour,
Starfished.
like,
Yeah.
yes.
Beautiful.
Question. It Theo asks the merchant. And she'll pull out the short bow. How many rations would this? It's almost useless anyway.
Looks it over. It's a little worn, but pretty good quality. I could give you anything equivalent of 20 gold for it. That means maybe 40 rations. We don't have that much, but we're willing to trade other things.
Oh.
This is worth
What?
more than what you think it is.
Without arrows, it's basically a club.
Do they have theirs?
I got not. I have 10 arrows. Okay. Well, if you don't have enough rations.
What do the merchants? Are they selling arrows?
We don't have money.
Yeah, we.
I mean, if you want to trade the boat, they have other rations. They just don't have enough for the full amount of the
How
boat.
many
But
rations?
beyond the 6 that they've already given to you, they've got 9 more that they are selling.
Uh,
And then they have other gear too. So
what about is a short sword more or less valuable than a? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, never mind.
gloves.
What?
Sneak
As he
Gotta
hands
look-
back the bow, he's saying, "Keep it close."
Yeah.
after Sneak got a well placed elbow from Vesper, he pulls out his least malformed gold piece. And, how many more rations can I get with this?
2 more rations.
Yeah, let's get 2 more. Above table, I just put rations in the party inventory.
Yeah, you can do it. That's an easy way to track it.
Easier, yeah.
So 8 rations for the party.
He's saving his more malformed gold piece for an emergency.
That one's the real useful one.
It's the star of the show.
That's your lucky gold piece.
That's right.
In Undercommon, Fee would ask the merchant, if you pass any Duergar merchants going this way?
Fee, what's your passive insight?
13.
You would notice that Taith gets a little uncomfortable when you mention Dwergar. And it's the taller one, the one you don't have the name of. No. We're actually moving to stay out of known patrols.
Why?
Roll a persuasion roll.
Uh, yeah, that's a 0.
Oh no! Oh, just bad news. Not worth whatever they've got.
Yeah, I second that. Um, if Fee knew any distinguishing characteristics about someone in her past, she would try and warn them against this person. Um, but yeah, okay, yep, that's good.
Thanks for trading. We'll be on our way. Stay safe.
Yep, you too.
So the two of them get back on their lizards, and you can hear where the claws sort of scratch against the stone as they depart.
You got a ton of rations now.
Ah,
Nice. Something.
yeah.
Something to fall back on if foraging don't work out, right? Alright. There's still some time before the night, should anyone have any campfire scenes they wish to go through. Whether that's with conversation or if they have a specific downtime activity they wish to engage in. Otherwise, the night will come. All right. It's once again Fee that has this scenario. As the rest of you are able to watch and rest undisturbed, uh, Fee. Do, 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 do. You hear again that there's the sound of people in um, the space in front of your camp. But this sounds like it is just people.
I will go look again. Very cautious.
All right, stealth roll.
I imagine I'm mostly at the, but yeah,
Cool.
7.
All right, let me just roll something here.
No.
So when you
Oh.
step out to see what it is that you are hearing. Um, you see a group of 4 goblins.
I, I'll try on.
Uh, and as you step out to look, those goblins also see you, and uh, the leader points a spear and calls out quite loudly, and I'd say this is loud enough for it to somewhat ring into the camp. And it is in Goblin of, hey, we're the ones looking for the loot here.
I don't know what that means. I comment.
He
Uh,
jerks
yeah.
jerks up upon hearing goblin. Doesn't like rush out into the open, but does rush closer to see if he can either see that pack of goblins or recognize any voices.
Go ahead. We'll do a sneak, from sneak a stealth roll, to see if sneak can get close enough to look. Uh, yeah, definitely. You are able to get close enough to peek around, and they don't seem to notice you. They are fully focused on Fee. Um, and go ahead. We'll call this a fate to die. I want you to roll 2d6. And if they match, these are goblins from your tribe. You don't know these goblins, but they are speaking goblin. You understand that at least.
Yep. I will step out of the shadows next to Fee and say, well, if you keep searching, you're going to find a bad time. There's bad drow, like, back that way. Not good. No loot, just pain. I don't like
Looks,
the threatening Fee.
the goblins sort of look to you, sneak, and we're strong group. That's why we're the ones looking for the loot.
They're also strong, and he kind of like shies back a little bit as he says it. But again, there's no loot here.
If there's
Where?
no loot, why does the map say loot? And you can see like it's not a great map that he shows up, and you can just see like there's like a red X over the area, and obviously X marks the spot for loot.
Can Sneak tell? Is he holding the map right side up or upside down?
Give me a survival roll. It's
This is
hard to
absurd.
say.
Can I use my fate point here?
Yes, you can use your fate point here.
If I'm there, do I understand that this is a map? I could roll too.
So the fate point just works to turn it into a success.
Oh, sweet. Thank God I don't have to reroll.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Sneak, you can tell that this is upside down.
Yeah. Sneak just walks over and goes, "Hey, you're clearly not from my tribe." And goes like that. And goes, "You're looking over there, not over here."
I see. Well, we're gonna go get our loot now. The tribe just, this scouting patch just leaves.
He kind of shakes his head and is like, "Some tribes are dumber than others. Clearly, clearly not my family.
Right. She'll kind of put away all of her weapons. Right.
They didn't look like they had anything worth taking, right?
No, they had
Treasure map.
like a spear and like some really shoddy knives and one shovel.
Yeah,
And their treasure map.
yeah. I'm imagining like a spear, but it's like really a stick with a knife tied to the end of it.
Yeah, essentially.
Like, okay, yeah. Those have got to be like those are rock goblins. I think rock goblins are their
There's a
heads
reason
full of
why they're there's a reason why they're called rock goblins.
rocks.
You're the first one I met, so now I've met another type of goblin. Okay.
Yeah, there's all sorts. Uh, I've been in
Oh.
I've been in a couple tribes, but no rock tribes. Rock tribes, they they're not they're not good.
Alright. So, as this was happening in our last watch, all of you are able to sort of start waking up normally. We're finishing your resting. Long rest is completed successfully. Uh,
Okay.
and is once more time to set out for travel. And it is it is once more time for you all to set out for the further into the Underdark towards Racklestock. What is the pace you'd like to travel at today?
Medium.
Medium again? Alright. Very well. So you set out. And for a few hours, it's fine. Uh, but at some point, uh, you there's a shift in the air here. Energy is more tangible in a way. And the area here is most of your spaces have been very dimly lit, uh, very dark, and a lot of the time. But here you can see almost a haze of light. in the area that radiates off of it. And as you're looking around, Sarith seems to recognize what's going on here. As he's looking, there doesn't seem to be so much of a shock or unfamiliarity as he seems. But if anyone wants to roll a little further into what Sarith might be feeling, I'm going to ask for an insight check.
Oh no, Shonk. Oh,
Sure,
no.
this man is out to get you. You just read pure malice in his face. No, for Fee, Vesper, Gareth, and Bruce, what you're seeing as Sarith is looking at this um, is concern, actually.
Something the matter?
Normally, no. This is Thezris. It's innate magic of the Underdark. It is being wrong as of late.
Wrong. How?
I can't explain it. I'm not connected to the arcane like that. But I saw one of the wizards in my I saw a wizard cast magic and it went very wrong. And it doesn't normally do
Wrong. Badly?
that. It could have been worse. But his control was not exact. And that was worse for him.
Should we avoid this area or just avoid using magic?
I'd say avoid using magic. Thezris is not harmful in and of itself.
Fee's gonna get a little concerned. What if the spell's already going?
Do you ask that?
Yes. In undercommon. So
Sarith's eyes sort of dart to you as soon as you speak undercommon to him. Like he had heard, of course, of the traders before, but now it's a little bit more of an interest to him. Um, I do not know what awaits if the spell is armed. Be careful.
He's gonna get very concerned. Okay.
And I think with our introduction to Ferris is where we're going to end tonight's session. And maybe some interesting things will come up when we return to it.